Ooh, is this okay? Is this nice? Are we alive right now? Are we okay? Hello, hello, hello. Whoever is here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And we're going to start our little testing stuff. So, one thing that we're going to have to test is this. So, there's a new data pack out for Experimental Gen data pack. We have this. This was the last data pack. There's a new one, and it includes two large things. The first thing is lava aquifers. Lava aquifers is one of the things in here, and then there's ore veins, which are much larger veins of ore that you can find. And honestly, that is very, very exciting for me. Hello, the Lurking Bubbles. Hello, Brahmans. Hello, Mr. Cheese. Hello, Wilbur. Hello, Paleo. Hello, Whaleser. Hello, Manic. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another stream. Now, we're gonna have to create a new world to activate this data pack, I think. So here we go. Another data pack. We'll name it ore veins, right? Ore veins and what is it? Lava aquifers. There we go. That's the thing that we're going to do here. We're going to put it in creative. Get our data pack set here. Open the pack folder. Preview 1. Should be in there now. There we go. Done. And we should be able to get into it. Let's go. Here we go. A new test world. We got quite a lot of test worlds around here. I gotta close this as well, by the way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the raspiness. Just got a lot of dryness in the air around here. But hopefully you guys are doing well. Oh, good day to you. Yada yada, we are blasting off again. Oh, I forgot. It's one of those things you always forget to do. Go back to 8 chunk render distance. But hello, TS Plays. Hello, Latenzo. Welcome, welcome. Hey, I have a question. Does traveling through the nether generate the corresponding overworld chunks? I'm paying a pathway to 1.17 terrain before it releases. No, it doesn't. Only when you exit through the nether will it create chunks where the portal spawns. So you don't have to worry about any of that. If you ever looked at a minimap or a map plugin for your server, you can see that what is it called? When you can see like little blobs of terrain generated, that's because a portal goes there. Like a portal came there and someone loaded it up and someone might have just escaped, you know? But hey, hello, Double Dicker. Here's Willie Bedwars. I'm not really interested in it. Can I get... You think you can get more than $5 from 1.50k subs? Because I got a friend who got 93 subs and makes about 1 cent. Hey, Lang, how you doing? Hey, Precision Creator. I don't know. You gotta choose whether or not you do any money. But hello. Press Alt F4 to get hacks. Dang, comedy. That's very comedic right there. Hello, 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 and we're gonna start this off nicely. Okay. Okay, it's loading in still. It's loading in still. By the way, don't mess with the cursor, right? Don't mention the cursor because the cursor is about as stable as it gets. Here we go. Let's go into spectator mode and let's see the underground now. We should be able to find some. Okay. I forgot. Okay, very, very laggy. Okay. I am going to actually do this right now. I'm going to limit that on my browser and let's actually Let's actually go back into the world. I'm sorry about this. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Oops. That was an oops right there. Come on, load up the world. You can do it. There we go. We are back. Hey legs. Devs take a break for 1 month. What are the features in the snapshot? I wasn't here from the start. Hey man, you. The features of the snapshot right now, we're checking out ore veins and laqua aquifers. So these are some new generation that you could find under the ground for some players that will find it later in the 1.18 update. Now that's an important distinction. The 1.17 update is going to include all the blocks and mobs, but the 1.18 update is going to include the generation, like the overwhelmingly changed generation, and we're going to see it happen later. Oh, I forgot to turn off the particles. Whatever. Let's go down into this cave. Also, did I turn it off? I did not turn it off. There we go. We can go back down a little bit. Oh, look at this. Look at this. You might be as lucky as me to find this underneath the ground, but like you've got some diamonds here and stuff like that, but that's not what we're looking for right now. We're looking for a lot of tuff. Now, a lot of tuff, as you saw right there, this could be an indication. Actually, this is part of the spawning that occurs between 0 and 16, right? So, okay, hold on a second. It looks to be a little bit laggy. I'm gonna see my task manager up here so that you guys get a better experience. Let's see. Hold my horses right now. I am sorry. Let me actually test this at the moment. I will do this, and speed test. I'm doing a speed test right now. I'm sorry about this. Okay, we actually have some decent upload, but our download is just horrible. Oh, I'm sorry about this. Apparently, we're not really bottlenecked. I think my internet just came back. I'm sorry. Hey King Pixel, what's going on? Hey Tagrix. Hello, hello. I already say you looking bubbles? Let's go. I didn't know it wasn't my internet. So hopefully this is better. We just did that speed test, so I'm not sure. But here we go. Back here. So there are lava aquifers here. And as you see here, this is not even that deep in the world, right? This is a lava aquifer, and we're like y-23, and lava levels are supposed to be down 11 above the top of the bottom of the world, which is -64, right? So this is definitely a sort of thing that you'll be able to see, and you see right here the cave carver comes in and takes away the lava as well. But this is definitely some kind of lava aquifer, although it is kind of buggy looking. Not gonna lie. Got a lot of that cave carver action going on here. So let's see, any more? Do I see any more down here? We got some regular lava lakes around here. I'm not sure if I see any more lava aquifers around here. Oh, look here. So this is an example of an ore vein right here. So this ore veins, iron generates around tuff. Now, as you can see here, there's a lot of iron around here with lots of tuff mixed in, and this is how the iron ore veins are gonna generate. But yeah, you got so much iron here, and plus with the raw ore feature, right, with Fortune 3, you're able to get so much more iron, and this is insane for just iron. But there should be a copper ore vein that we might be able to see. As you can see, there's still iron ore vein, like, littered throughout here, just carved out, and it makes it more strategic to caving and mining. So because you want to find it, you can find some more there. Well, we got a regular copper right there. We got a regular copper generation right there. But let's see. Anything else? Do I see any more granite? So this looks like a random streak of granite. So granite's supposed to spawn around copper. I'm not sure if we're finding a copper vein yet. I'm not sure if it spawns. Okay. No, it spawns above y equals 0. So we're looking in the right area at the moment. We should be able to find some copper. I think that might not be. No, it's not copper ore vein. Also, it's very laggy, by the way, if you guys can't tell. It is very laggy in this world. The stutters are not just on your screen, it is on my end as well. So this data pack is really roughing it out here. Do I see any granite copper veins? This might be a granite copper vein. Yes, this does look to be. Okay, sorry. As you can see, the FPS counter at the top, we are not doing well here. But look, we got this. We got granite and copper, and it looks to be in a vein type. As you can see, it's going around this ravine. It's going down here. It could even go past this wall. Although not really. It could go into this cave, maybe? Maybe that's... Nah, I don't know if that's part of it. I'm not sure how large these actually are. I saw a photo on Twitter, but you might have to dig out a whole lot just to get a lot of this. And although that's not too bad of a prospect, to be honest. I think this is another part of that copper ore vein. We might have found a really, really crap copper ore vein. But, yeah. So we got a lot of, what is it called? So just, okay, the iron ore veins form below height 0 and are mixed with tum. The copper ore veins are on, what is it called? Above height 0 and mixed with granite. So, as you can see here, we could find ourselves some more, iron ore veins. Are we at y equals 0? We're definitely below it. So once you're mining below the surface, you might even stumble across your own iron ore veins. And you know what? Start mining. Because that's actually a lot of iron now. That is actually a ton of iron. And I think these might be some of the lava aquifers. Lava shouldn't be spawning up this high, I think. But I'm not sure. Maybe that's a regular lava lake? Maybe. This is definitely at the bottom of the world. I'm not sure how large these... I think this might be an aquifer. Or is it just... Yeah, it looks to be an aquifer. It looks like it's flowing into stuff. So here we got another one. Yeah. We got this lava aquifer that flows into another lava aquifer. If you don't know how the water aquifer looks... water aquifers look, this is exactly how it looks like, but with water, right? So we got that looking nice and fresh, you know. Hello, Luca. Yes. You're the first to record the snapshot. I always come at this when it releases, about 10 minutes after it releases. So if you guys want to see more, you know, you gotta snap that like button. Anyways, we're gonna have a lot of lag spikes as we approach this. Yeah, if you don't have a good computer, this data pack is gonna wreck your performance. So, especially since I have so many things running in the background as well. So I'm gonna test things out in a different world because this world is definitely is too laggy to test things out in. So that's the only things that we get to see from the new World Gen data pack. So we go back to our snapshot testing world, you know. We're back up and load. And we'll go into other stuff. Yeah. Here we go. So we're back in this world and we have the deets, right? we have the good old... Okay, you don't have to look at this. It's kind of sad. But, we're going to do this. Yada yada. There we go. And we'll get some glow item frames. One thing from the Bedrock beta that has changed with the Java item frames is that they were kind of, I think they were kind of what is it called? They were kind of mistextured. So if you notice that in your playthrough of the Bedrock betas, then that is what happened there. So we can get the raw iron back, and as you can tell, they look different already. We got all of this. Bloop, bloop, bloop. If you don't remember how they looked before, then you gotta refresh right here. So I don't think any of these look too bad anymore. I mean, they weren't bad in the first place in my opinion, but I think these look more rounded, more like, it looks more substantial. I don't know how to say it better. Like, you can see the gold is pretty shiny and malleable, and the iron is kind of like, it's kind of smooth but a little bit rough, and then the copper is just all over the place, you know. So we got that. I think there are changes to, yeah, there are definitely changes to the iron texture. As you can see, it's less like beans, but still looks like beans. And we got the gold as well. Still, I think they lighten the gold. I'm not sure. But it still looks, I mean, I guess it doesn't look more like beans. It just looks like small potatoes. I don't know. Consensually smack the life out, yes. Hello, Ninja Bro. Hello, Zarg. Pyrofur. In backward betas, lush case generate naturally. Yes, yes, yes. 116 A is out. Yes, we're playing on it. And I put these in the wrong place. I'm sorry. That is a mistake on my end. How can I place them in the wrong place? They're literally right in front of me. But yes, that is the thing that we're going to be looking out for. Now, the things that we need to check out is a new mechanic dealing with wet dripstone. So, wet dripstone is just dripstone. But they form stalactites now, which is interesting. They form it, not over the course of 1,000 years, probably like a couple, maybe a month of your Minecraft worlds. So, basically, we just go up 10 blocks, 1, 2, 3. You don't actually have to place it on that, but you have to have a wet dripstone block above it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I guess that should be the layer where we should put our water. We should put our water up here. We got some water bucket. And from here, we're going to make it so that it's dripping wet. And basically, in a state where it will put water in a cauldron. So, we have this. And as you can see, it's dripping wet. And now we can put ourselves some stalactites. And I'm not sure if it's random tick based, so we're going to test it out. Game rule, random tick speed, 3000. Is it random tick based? It does seem to be random tick based. Okay, so as you can see, it's also forming stalactites, stalagmites at the bottom. And it's growing, right? All you need are just a few bits of that, and it's renewable. That is, I think this is a cool mechanic. It actually replicates what it is in like real life. And let's see, if these two grow, will they touch tips, or will they not form? Okay, it looks like they won't form. No, it does. They do form it. Okay, so it doesn't. So basically, if you don't know how that works, it does this, right? You can shift click it, and it won't touch tips. But apparently there's a growth stage above that, so that it does touch tips if you just place it without shifting. So that's interesting. They count that as a growth stage above it. And look, it grows in all those directions. Now let's see how, let's turn this down and actually remove everything here. And see how far it can go down. Now it can go down like 10 blocks, but let's see if it even needs the dripstone as well. So let's turn it back up. Will it grow on regular? Okay, it will grow on regular, but it looks like it is growing at the moment. So let's do this. and bring it down one more. So at what height? It says 10, but I'm not sure if it means like... Okay, that apparently is 8. You can grow there. There we go. So how far is that from the dripstone layer? We'll see how far this is. So let's do it again. Let's do 100 times the speed there. Will it grow any... Okay, it will still grow. Does it... Is it because of this? Huh. Is it from the lowest point of the stalactite? Will it grow? Because these 3 are not growing. But what if we add on to it, right? What if we make these the same length? Will they start growing beneath it? Yes. Okay. So it seems to be 10 blocks from the pointed stalactite there. Because now I don't think these will grow until they reach a certain point where they can grow, right? Basically, it just makes it so that the water drips down far enough. Okay. So the tip is what matters when doing this. Huh. Let's see. How much farther does it need to grow? I think this is probably the farthest, maybe? But I'll mark it right. Yeah, this is where the pointed dripstone should be. So like 69 right there. And the pointed dripstone will be at 60 here. So literally 10 blocks. So yes, I guess that confirms it. That is a test done. But hello. Welcome back. There's a server, but people join the phone. Feel lonely? Ahaha. Must get generated in some form in the summer update of a Midrock edition. They should be generating in what is it called? The cave shouldn't be in the bedrock bedrock release for 1.17. But yes. Ha. I'm OG. Hey, hello. Who gave it dislike? It's just more likes, not dislikes. Yes, I've been around for a couple of months now. Well, thank you guys for the support. Let's get to 50 likes. Yes, that would be fun. 6 more for 30. Yes. Yo, Lucid. Hello, Lucid. Only real ones like this. Yo, only real ones come in 10 minutes or 5 minutes before the stream actually starts. It does so. Because that's when I basically give myself a 10-minute time limit and then I go in, right? I go in and do it. So another mechanic that they added is that everyone guessed this, but flowering azalea bushes and azalea like that and bone meal, you should be able to grow azalea trees by itself. Now let's see. So the thing that azalea trees are different is that it should grow rooted. It might not grow rooted dirt. Actually, look, the hitbox is a little bit different too now. You see that? Interesting. Like, I think something can fit under it. There we go. Oh, it does grow rooted dirt under it. But it only grows 1? Dang it. It only grew 1 rooted dirt. But that was a regular azalea, right? Yeah. And it grows all the flowering ones. And... oh, is it disappearing? Did you see that? Okay, the random tick speed is on, so... I guess some of these leaves decay. Maybe there's a... yeah, look at that. The leaves are decaying because it's too far away from the tree. I'm not sure they thought of that when they made this. The leaves actually decay because it's too far away from the tree. Maybe, does it even see the oak log as a viable place for it not to decay? Let's see. Persistent is false. Okay. But what happens here? Persistent is false again. Distance is 3. Distance is 5. I don't know what the distance should be for it to not despawn. We'll check out another one here so that we can actually see if there's any stragglers out here. This is 7, so this might disappear. Let's watch it for a couple seconds here. Yeah, it disappeared. Okay, after a certain distance, they fall off. Interesting. But what does it mean 7? It was like, it's like as far away as like that one would be. Does it mean 7 from a certain point here? What does it mean by distance of 7? What is the... Okay, this is just as 1. So I guess it takes that, but how is it 7? Interesting. I have no idea how they how they calculate it, but sometimes your Azalea tree is gonna disappear. My notification's late. Wait, what does the rooted dirt do? So the rooted dirt, you can just do this, right? The rooted dirt is something that you can grab, and let's see if how much rooted dirt here. Okay, just that one rooted dirt. So it only converts the dirt underneath it to rooted dirt, which I feel like it should convert like downwards, like it would be like podzol, but actually not on a vertical surface. It's just it converts dirt downwards, but we'll see this. So the thing about rooted dirt is that you can just bone meal it and get some rooted roots. You get some rooted roots. You get some roots, and that's the thing that you can do. I think you can craft it, right? You can craft some roots and some dirt, and you should be able to craft the rooted dirt, I think. So you could have basically infinite rooted dirt if you need it. I'm not sure. Is that how you craft it? I'm not sure. Is there a crafting recipe yet? I am blanking out at the moment. I can't access this. Okay, I can't craft it, so you can't actually craft it. All you can do is farm it up a little bit, farm up some roots, and you can't really do much about that after that. The notification about that dropped on the 14th of April. That's a week late. He's been out for 6 years and only has 1K zones underrated. Well, thank you, Double. Double decker. Beans, yes, Arjun. Beans are still here in the game. Thanks for the stream. Gotta return to my math. Well, have a good rest of your school day. But yeah, let's see. Anything else? So the stalactites here are supposed to only grow 7 blocks long. So these guys, if we kept up the speed, they would grow up to 7 blocks long. So that means, basically, if you want, like, full growth, you would have to go, like, how tall is that already? 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay, so just, like, 3 more down, right? So, you'd have to go down and have them grow all the way, but, that only accounts for the amount of space they're going to take. There could be just a better way overall to farm these, because, once they start growing 10 blocks above that, it starts growing stalactites, stalagmites as well. So I think someone's gonna make a farm out of based on the like the bell curve on how these should grow and make it more efficient, so that people can get pointed dripstone whenever they want. Because this is a lava. What is it called? This is a lava maker, and people might want that. And people I know want to trade. Oh, forgot about this. I think if I actually destroy them, they would turn into, they would just be destroyed because I'm in creative, right? There we go. Let's just place some blocks over them so that we can keep them like that. And they keep growing. So, that's the thing. Did I come late? Hey, Mustard Cargo, and I think you did come late. we kind of fixed everything here. They have a max height. So the max height probably is, since they grow up to 7 blocks, right? And they can only grow stalagmites. I'm sorry for messing that up a lot of times. 10 blocks down. That means that their max growth height should be around 17, maybe 18 blocks. So, as you can see, it starts growing down here. The pointed dripstone goes all the way down there. And this is 1,000 times speeds, right? So, imagine this just 1,000 times more slower on your Minecraft world. Lava works too, not just water. Flows lava on top of it and it can flow into a cauldron. That's what we already tested. Like one of the first snapshots. I'm not gonna test it again at the moment. But let's actually see if lava works. It says water, but it also says wet. So we'll do this and let's see if it grows. Does it grow? We didn't change anything about it. We just put lava. Will it grow? We're gonna replace it though. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's growing. Are we? We're still at 3,000. So, yeah, it doesn't look like it's working. It's only with water that it grows the stalactites. Interesting. Lava doesn't freeze? Yeah, lava doesn't freeze. If it froze, it would be very concerning. I mean, it would turn into stone, but like, as you can see, the water just, in the same amount of time that we waited for the lava, the water is just already growing, surpassing it. So there's no way the lava works with this. Lava is only works with the cauldron refilling and stuff like that. So at least we tested that out and found that out. Don't be misinformed here. But yeah, will it grow? I ask the same question all the time. So apparently the stalactite tip is in water. It won't drip. So therefore, it wouldn't be able to grow in these conditions. I would have to show you here. So there will be water above this, right? You can tell there's water above it, and we can place some pointed dripstone underneath, and they shouldn't grow. Yeah, but it looks like they're not growing. So this this has an effect here. That you have to do it in the air, because that's literally how stalactites kind of form. But yeah, it only grows underneath it, and as you can see here, it will keep on growing until it meets the tips, like we saw before. If the stalactite tip is in water, it won't receive drops, therefore it won't be a dripping stalactite. So we can see this by doing this. So these guys won't be able to grow if I do this. So these guys will form all the way to the bottom, and these guys won't be able to grow because these are in water, which means it will be hitting the water before it hits the stalactite tip at all. But as soon as we put it out of the water, it should be able to grow. Right? If my reading is correct. Same thing if there's any fluid between the two tips. Ah, interesting. So if there's a layer of water here also in the place of this, like, it will not even grow it, which is interesting. So yeah, we can get rid of that as well. So basically, if the water is not able to touch it or move it, then it won't grow. But apparently, I think the tips, are these supposed to grow? Are these even considered tips? Let's see. This is the tip. This is the frustrum. So these actually should grow, right? I'm not sure if it is growing. No, it doesn't look like to be growing, even though I think the rules on this should allow this to grow. Okay. We're gonna get rid of it. All this water will be gone. Did I change it back? No, it's still currently set to that. So these guys should be growing now. Or are you not gonna grow? Huh. What? Still set to there. Will these guys grow if I place that? Or is it fully grown now that it's all fully grown? Maybe it doesn't tick it if it's fully grown to 7 long. Okay. That's interesting. That means that if I do this, they would start growing, right? Huh. What's going on? Okay, this is definitely growing. Some glowstone down there. Okay, it is growing. Okay, yeah, it is growing. Apparently it doesn't grow if the tips are at full length. Okay. Even though it's still dripping water, it doesn't grow. Maybe? Not sure. We'll see this, we'll watch this, and that one hasn't grown. I think this is full length. So let's see if these guys grow to full length. Yeah, these guys are still growing. This one is not. So if it grows to full length, it will not be able to grow the stalagmites from the bottom. Okay, this one's close. Will it stop growing, this one? After that point. Will it not be able to connect? Okay, that stopped growing at that point. That stopped growing at this point. We should actually mark it. So over time. Okay, that's still growing. This is also growing very slowly as well. Okay, that went like all the way. We're almost there. Okay, we're at this height. Will it even connect? Because we know it connects. Because these two are in the same block, right? These two are connected to blocks. So these two should be able to connect. Okay, this one's going up. Okay, this one will probably connect because there's no way it wouldn't. Yes, as you see, it connects. But yeah. So it stops growing at the lowest point here. So there's definitely got to be an efficient way to actually, what is it called? Farm these things. Let us stay waiting here for my new paintball gun to come in. Slug might take more time. Well, it takes more time if this is like 10 blocks lower. So from here to like here, right? If you have a point dripstone here, it should form on this layer of the grass, right? But it won't. It won't unless if it's like a big scene like this, right? Like this is like almost full length. Well, it should be almost full length. It technically can grow a little bit taller. I think this is not the full height. But as you can see here, none of this is growing anymore. So yeah, it proves the thing. Proves my hypothesis that, what is it called? That full length does not grow stalagmites. Even though I think you can still see water dripping down from it. So I think there's still some more kinks to go over here. Anyone want to know where the warden is coming? Probably not in the next month. I'm literally sitting here waiting for some money to come in, but then I realize I have to work for it. Dang. Hi, hey Craftman, hey Teal Palm. What's going on? But yeah, this is a farm and a half. You can just, at a certain point, right? You'll probably just shift the floor, right? So at a certain point, you're probably going to shift the floor, and when you shift the floor, it'll break all the stalactites, which means, okay, that might be a farm idea, right? So basically, if this bug still stays in, because I think it's still a bug. Basically, when something grows here, it'll be triggered to remove it, right? So that these ones can still grow. And as you saw, that one just grew, right? That is not at the same block height as that. So if this still stays in the game, you would have to get rid of these. And then once you do, at a certain time, you would have a row of pistons shift these floor blocks, and then all the pointed dripstone will come crumbling down, and then below it you would have some what is it called? It has a hopper minecarts being able to pick it up from underneath it. So even though this will be a slow farm, I think that if you want a lot of pointed dripstone in the long run, you'd have to do what I'm doing here. So you remove the sixth one, they should be able to grow from the bottom. I mean, remove the final one, should be able to grow from the bottom. And after some time, you just refresh the block that the stalactites, stalagmites are staying on. I'm sorry for butchering that so many times, but yeah, that's probably a farm idea that you can use if you want to build it in the current snapshots. Good question. Dripstone in real life can apparently grow a few centimeters every few millennia. Yeah, it's way faster than real life. Fire spawn after 1 minute apparently. Not in Bedrock. It's cool. I don't know if it's true. Bedrock basically the try to stay forever. Which is interesting. Interesting mechanic. But that's one of the things that we can see here. I don't think there's anything else other than the things that we already checked. We'll go over the bugs a little bit here and see what we can, what is interesting. Bombs don't avoid lava cultures when pathfinding, despite setting themselves on fire. Okay. Frozen state doesn't go away after respawn when on the server. Dang. That's interesting. Low lichen, yada yada. Losing bone meal on a sapling that is on a moss block consumes bone meal but doesn't grow a tree. Ah, interesting. So you can place a sapling on a moss block, apparently. Right? You should be able to, at least. And it grew immediately. So, I guess the change is that it grows, right? Let's actually turn this back to 3, right? The change is that it grows. The change is that it grows. It used to not grow, right? Yeah. So yeah, it uses it. It works. There we go. If you ever had that problem. Moss requires an air above a replaceable block to spread. Okay, that's interesting. So now it will spread to more than just the air. Okay. Okay. Can it not do the snow covered? Okay, it still needs... Aha. So it doesn't do snow-covered dirt yet, but it does spread to dirt, and you still need air above it. Okay. I guess that's not fixed? What did I say again? Moss requires air above a replaceable block to spread. Oh. But that's still, what is it called? Let's do a whole cube of clay here. Let's see. There we go. Let's do it 4, which is a 5-block cube of clay. We should be able to see how far it spreads, right? Oh, it doesn't spread in clay? I thought it did. Let's see. Just do dirt then. So, does that mean it's supposed to spread beneath? What am I supposed to be looking for? Is it supposed to spread on grass? Let's see if it's grass. No, because we did the same thing with the snow there. Oh my goodness. Grass block. Yeah, I don't know what it means by that. I literally don't know what it means. Let's do this actually. Does it mean that it will replace stuff that has grass on it? So it doesn't look like it. None of the grass blocks, none of the things with grass above them got turned. Interesting. I don't know what it means. I don't know if it's fixed or not. So we're going to leave it at that here. As you can see, we remove the grass, but the grass still spawns on it. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. I'm not sure. Okay, other stuff. Moss can spawn on top of azaleas? Okay, that was interesting. That's interesting. Moss requires an... Yeah. Cobwebs and mineshaft can generate as if supported by chains. Chains. So basically, when the chains spawn... when the cobwebs spawn, they might think that there's chains above. Okay, interesting. Anvils can become damaged when only falling one block. Is that a... I think I've seen that happen to me a couple times. I didn't know it was a bug. I thought it was because of any height they should. So apparently here, it should never get damaged anymore if you've ever experienced it. I think I've only seen it once or twice when I've used quite a bit of anvils, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess it makes sense, right? It's not falling that high, right? But I guess when it's 2 blocks, maybe it will start being able to take damage. Because maybe one block might act like just a gravity block and not apply any of the fall damage multipliers, right? So I guess it doesn't make sense for it to get damaged if it isn't able to damage you with its basic intended use purpose when it is a gravity block. Okay, I'm not gonna see it anytime soon. Yada yada. Oh, silverfish infesting deep slate cause it to rotate. So I guess we got some deep slate texture, right? Some deep slate here. If you don't know, deep slate, infested deep slate cannot be. Actually, it can be rotated now. Okay, interesting. It wasn't able to be rotated before. Okay. So the change is that you're able to rotate infested deep slate, right? So that's infested deep slate, this is regular deep slate, right? Yeah. So this is the infested one. As you can see, I middle click that, and this is the regular deep slate. So basically, it just doesn't, it would convert this one to, I think, this one. So, if a silverfish lands up in it, which is interesting. Aha. Cobble ore, yada yada. You cannot grow Azalea trees by bone mailing Azalea plants. Ore does not generate as intended, yada yada. Okay, just a lot of advancements after that. Okay, interesting. Not too many changes, but actually some very exciting changes. Because we have more renewable dripstone, even though you have to wait a millennia for it to actually spawn as much as it does here, right? And large ore veins, which we can go back in that world and check for the last part of this stream. But hello, my ears just died. Does it infinitely spread or does it have a limit? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What do you mean by that? What infinitely spreads? Are you talking about the moss? Because moss has a radius of like 7 blocks or something. Please do a recap. Hey, Illusulul, I will try to do that. Hey, hello, True Sir Cat. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Sarah, Cyan, welcome back. Yada yada. Haha. The warning came. If it was the warning came, I would have put it in the title. You know, I want people to click on it, you know. Oh, look, we found a geode here. Actually, it's one of the larger geodes. But yeah, we have these new caves, which now have lava aquifers, although I'm not sure how easy it is to find another one. Because we have the random lava lakes, lava pools from before, but we also have the lava aquifers that should spawn. Also, it's very laggy with the data pack if you don't have a good PC. Okay, here we go. Here's one of the things, the ore veins. So as you can see right here, an iron ore vein is able to generate and carved out by this cave. So as you see, there's tough, there's iron, and it just goes up to here and stuff like that. Although it can be very sporadic. You can probably see it in different parts of the cave if you follow its trail all the way, but these spawn below Y0 and stuff like that, so you'll see that as you're mining. This is also part of the vein here, as you can see. Oh, we actually this is one of the things that I was trying to find back in the day when this was back in the snapshots where this was introduced. Like, fossils should have diamond ore next to it instead of coal. Like, fossils usually have a lot of coal in it, and this fossil has some diamond because it's deep in the ground, it's compressed and stuff like that. That's actually, it's funny that we found it like this. Totally unrelated, but let's keep going. So we're trying to find a lava aquifer. This looks to be a lava aquifer, as as you can see, it is still. Did I crash? Okay, no. As you can see, it is still being carved out with the air, which is weird, right? But as you can see, it is like this. Although you can't really see it It is it looks to be an aquifer level, a lower aquifer level, and you could probably find some more. Yeah, it goes down into different aquifer stages. I think this is a regular lava pool here. But you could find these like lava aquifers the same as you would find water aquifers and stuff like that. And you could find this in the caves. I think this is also one. Maybe? This looks like a regular lava pool. But if you find them, you've got a ton of lava in a little place. So, you got that. Where can I find some more examples without lagging the game? Okay, it should be over here as well. As you can see, this is not a regular lava pool. It is just a full big pocket of lava, which will make it hard for you to explore and stuff like that. But it resembles a water aquifer in the most basic ways. It is just tons of lava right here, right? And it's right next to a water aquifer. So basically, if you if you let loose this thing, you'll create a lot of obsidian. But yeah, that's one of the changes. So next thing to check out is the, what is it called? Okay, look here. We've got some copper veins right here. So the copper veins spawn with granite next to it. So we got this copper vein going up here in this ravine, like we found the other one. It keeps on going here and spreads out like this. Could even spread, yeah, it spreads into the mine shaft, which is interesting. Generation, this is probably not part of the copper vein. But yeah, you could find these above Y0. That's one of the new changes, and it comes on the surface as well. And you can find these veins that you can be searching for when you're mining. You're probably gonna come across it, and you're like, wait, is this granite next to it? Is this tuff next to that iron? And then you'll be like, oh, I hit the jackpot. I got so much. And plus, if you get fortune, not to worry about a thing, right? And basically, if you find a vein in survival, right, on your first go, you go all the way down below Y equals 0 and stuff like that. You find an iron vein, and you're like, iron armor, here I come. But most likely, if you're thinking about the long term, you're probably going to just grab the iron up here and just wait for fortune on those veins and then mine the veins up later, right? So that's probably the smarter way to do it, especially with the copper. If you're planning on using copper as building blocks, that is a way to keep your resources pruned. I don't know how to say it better. Pruned and primed for collecting later. So that's a thing. Sand amount of iron plus fortune, yes. You wimp! Hey Chara, what's going on? But I don't know what else. I don't know what else to look at. We already looked at the dripstone growth, which is interesting, and I think there's a few bugs there to be fleshed out. And we saw the textures of the new raw ores. So if you don't know about that, we get the raw ore textures here. These are what they look like. They got changed from the last time, and we got some more blocks, right? We got the raw ore blocks here that you can check out right beside it. So the things that you notice, first off, I think gold is more like the color of this now. It isn't much different. The iron is a bit more segmented and stuff like that. But the copper, I don't think it changed that much. Maybe a little bit green here or there got lined up or something. But that's the raw ore blocks for you. Raw ores here, if you can see, copper, gold, iron. So yeah, we got that from the last snapshot. I think that's gonna be it. There's really not much else to say about it. It's a pretty small snapshot, but it does have some nice mechanics that you can play along with once this generation goes in. Now we don't know if this generation is going to be in 1.17 or 1.18. 1.18 will include the world gen features, the new cave types and stuff like that. But 1.17 does leave in the mineshaft changes, and the amethyst geodes. So I'm not sure if they're going to be able to, if they're going to allow you to do, what is it called? If they're going to keep on the veins. Actually, no. These are 1.17 snapshots, which means they're willing to release it here. The data pack is actually no, yeah. The data pack. Yeah. So this is part of the data pack, which means it's probably not going to be in 1.17. It's going to be in 1.18. So these ore veins might be exciting, but it's going to be in the holiday release. Okay. I think I figured it out myself there. After a little bit. But yeah, this is all we're getting for this snapshot. Hey Banana Man, beans. Yes. You ever do any late night streams? If not, will you ever? The late night streams, I'm not sure about late night streams. Late night streams, I do regular streams at 5 p.m. So 5 p.m. for me, at least. So you look forward to that. You look forward to those during the week. But I used to do some 8 p.m. streams on Twitch, which is something that I haven't been doing for a while. But yes. Hello, it is I. Everyone hating on the raw textures, but they look fine in my opinion. I think they look fine as well. I just think the first iterations were a little bit too based on other Minecraft textures. The second one, if you found it on Twitter, like the lead artist Yappa or whatever, Jasper, posted some new textures and got some feedback from that. And this is like the third iteration for it. So I think this looks fine. It doesn't look like anything unsanitary. But I think just the compressed raw ore blocks just need a little bit more tweaking. I think if people can get past the beanie look of it, we can go forward here. I think he doesn't really need to tweak the raw ore textures in general, just the raw ore block textures. So that's one thing that should be happening. Earlier they have the deep slate emeralds. I do like the deep slate stuff. It's a shame that some of these blocks are not going to be able to be found in survival, because they look nice, don't they? But yes, I think that's going to be it for our little overview here. I have to get to some stuff today, and hopefully you all had a good old time. I think the hype for 1.17 has died out a little bit just because of the world gen not being in 1.18. The caves part, caves and cliffs part, but all the blocks will be there. So I think that's a good change. I don't, because there's a lot of features here that are going to be fun to play with. It's like what do you think of 1.15, right? It's like 4 to 5 times more stuff. Maybe even 10 times more stuff than what was in 1.15 in the 1.17 update. So you don't have to be so you don't have to be so pessimistic about it, because we're gonna get it all at least in the holiday. And be noted that your world will be able to upgrade to it. So you just gotta survive another semester of school if you want to play the 1.18 update. But in the meantime, 1.17 can do you just fine. But I think that's gonna be about does it. Sorry for rambling on at the end here, but I'm not sure if they're gonna keep calling it the Caves and Cliffs. I think no, they call it Caves and Cliffs Part 1 and Part 2. Yeah, so it's not like every feature is gonna be like buzzy bees and stuff like that. Every point generation, I guess, if their ambition outweighs their workforce. So yes, that's gonna be it for the 5th time. If you need my schedule, it's in one of the posts in the community tab. So if you want to ask about that, you can do that. But as always, links are in the description for anything that you might want to know about this snapshot and the current development cycle. And links to more Discord if you want to join that and stuff. But hello. If you want to, like and subscribe, you know. Have a good day, good night, good life, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I gotta punch. I gotta wave for a bye, you know. You never see a YouTuber not wave at a bye, right? Bye. It keeps getting deeper and deeper into the deep slate. See ya.